Fossils are remains of animals and plants that has been buried under rock and preserved for thousands to millions of years, like this lovely horse bone, or the classic little Annamite. Look at this little guy. You can't see it properly. There you go. You can't see it, couldn't see it properly. However, how does like an animal, say like this tooth, go from like dead or just broken apart or broken off of animals into becoming a fossil? Let's take you for example. You will die someday and you will become a fossil. So let's just say you just die in the wild, right? So your skin, your flesh, your muscles, organs, useless. We don't need them. We don't need your skin. We don't need your flesh for you to turn it into fossils. Leave that up for the predators, for the scavengers, for the little like bugs that like eats away your flesh from the inside out, right? Leave that up and let them remain your skeleton, right? So your skeleton will be buried up underneath like sand, mud, rocks, dirt, like for hundreds to thousands of years. And as you're being buried underneath all those materials, you'll be slowly squished under tons and tons and tons and tons of all those materials. And as you're being buried, slowly you will become rocks. You will slowly become fossils. And the reason and the cause of all this is that of water. And throughout hundreds and thousands of years, you will be rained on. You will have water seeping down into the earth, and what will happen is that the water will seep into your bones and your teeth, leaving behind minerals as they turn into stone. However, there's more than just like you know, bones and bloody teeth that can be preserved. It like, for example, certain things such as like amber, like this little guy, can be preserved with little insects due to like them being inside of like tree saps and suffocating to death. Things such as markings, such as this fossil that I found, where it shows like markings of animals that could probably like dug their head on the sand in the ocean, like fishes or like certain really small pliosaurs, or like a collection of like little like Annamites, but like there's like a whole like collection of corpses, like this bloody thing, where you have loads and loads of little like signs and markings of Annamites that you can see. It's down. That could be found. Things such as like feathers for example, where it although your feathers won't be preserved, the like image of like your feathers can like mark on the rocks, and it could be seen like on the bones of on the fossils, like the Microraptors. Things such as like being preserved in ice can actually happen, such as like mammoths, where they just get frozen over in ice, and even their skin and flesh can be like preserved in ice. I just wanted to pick the skeleton. So like there's a whole wide range, but it can be disturbed. Your preservation of like skin and skeletons and all those things can be affected, and can make like looking for those fossils happen because of the disturbance of their preservations of the bones. Things can affect the preservation of like the fossil, such as like animals. Like certain animals can eat away bones. You can have like egg eaters. You can you can have animals that can eat just the entire prey all at once and just digest the entire thing. Certain things such as ecological and geological events such as like volcanic eruptions, asteroid impacts, tsunamis, can actually break the bones, especially of how fragile the bones can be in certain animals, such as like birds and even some dinosaurs have very fragile hollow bones which can be easily broken. Heck, they could just be broken due to like effects such as having to fight other animals, like having their skeletons be like broken apart. So certain things can happen which can make the little fossil be much more difficult to understand whether it's an actual fossil or a bit of rock or what animal or plant it is. And they have to like jigsaw it back together to find out where it comes from. So all these things can affect the preservations of the animal or plant or just basically the organism of it, and can make it much more difficult to look for those like fossils. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. It's just like kind of me having like a small little ramble about fossils, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it.